everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's Charlie Barbie and you're chilling with Charlie. So for today's video, as promised, I would walk you through all of the steps that I took to get my LASIK eye surgery. I just want to say how insane it is to freaking like wake up and just be able to see after like never being able to see without glasses or contacts. Like, it's actually crazy. But yeah, so I'll take you through what I did. So the first thing that I did was look up reputable LASIK eye institutes or whatever around me, but not just like only looking up reputable ones like that actually does do it, because there's a difference between eye doctors, and then there are LASIK vision specialists. Like, you can't just go to anybody who like works on eyes or whatever. It's just nah, nah. That's like going into Victoria's Secret and expecting to find a tailor in there. Like, no. First thing that I did was look them up, and then I looked at also reviews to see like how good the procedure was, like, and if anybody's vision regressed over time or something like that, like if they had to go back and do other stuff, because I really don't want to have to do this more than once, babe. The anxiety that riles up in me, I'm good. Um, yeah, so I found the institute that has been doing it for years. Called, went in for my consultation. So I went into my consultation on like a Monday. But I believe they do allow you to schedule on Saturdays if that's one of the days that you may need. And when I went in, they just basically tested the health of my eyes, as well as the vision of my eyes, because they have to know like what to correct. Some people do not qualify. That, I think that's something that I should mention. Some people do not qualify, especially if like you have something that's like not fixable, like glaucoma, cataracts, and then there's a few other things that will disqualify you that aren't as detrimental as those two things. Am I using that word correctly? The world may never know. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Klee. Anyway, so there are some factors that will disqualify you from getting the surgery. However, my eyes are very, very healthy. After they pretty quickly scheduled my appointment to come and get it done, like I was trying to be like, oh, like give it 2 weeks or whatever. No, they were like, see you in 3 days, babe. They was not playing. They wanted their coin, honey. What they did was they had me like fill out some paper, like pre-paperwork of like what I needed to have or whatever, like filled out prior to the procedure. Then they let me know like my payment options. So there is financing that you could do for LASIK eye surgery, as well as you can just pay outright. So I think that's very important to note, because some people like will not do it just because they're like, oh, like I can't afford it. And I mean, that is a very reasonable concern. However, it's good to know that you have options that will like, be good for you. Like, okay, I can do this, anyway.
Well, it was something else I was about to mention, and then it just flew.
They kind of walked me through the steps of like how everything would go. And just because I'm a big scaredy cat, like if I would have seen how it was done, I probably wouldn't have went, because I would have got squeamish and like never wanted to do it. So I saved myself the grief of looking it up because even without looking it up, I almost walked out of the waiting room. Like, it was like I saw people just go in and out because that's how fast it was. But I almost just like walked right on out, and they called me back there, and I was like shaking, okay, shaking. They get you comfortable. They kind of let you know how the procedure is gonna go, and everything, and they get you prepped. They won't just send you in there like clueless. They give you a little folder because it's school. I'm just playing, but they basically let you know, like, give you all these directions of like what to do prior to your treatment, right after your treatment, and the healing process and whatnot. And then they even like the same day that you do the procedure, they will schedule for a follow-up. Without going too far into the logistics of or all of that stuff, I'll just let you guys know how the procedure went, because I know that's what y'all really here for. So upon walking into the room and everything, everything goes so fast. Like, he tells you like, hey, I'm about to do this. So basically, I guess it's like bracing yourself or whatever. So he lets you know like it's gonna feel like a little bit of pressure or whatever. But essentially they numb your eyes first before anything is done, before anything else is done. They will numb you, which is very essential to this procedure. So they give you numbing drops, and then I forgot what kind of machine it is, but it's the laser part. Where basically they suction cup your eyeball to the freaking machine, and then it like you have to look at a certain dot. They'll let you know like where to look or whatever. And then after like you're looking or whatever, you're supposed to be paying attention to that dot, and the whole time like it's something that's going to be working in your eye, and he'll tell you like do not take your eye off of that green dot because you will yourself up. You will mess yourself up, okay? To be honest, I probably should not be sitting in front of this bright light because I'm really like supposed to be like wearing shades or whatever. Where my shades at? I look like Blade. So that's essentially the first part, and they do both eyes. So they do one right after the other, and you don't feel a thing. You feel like a little bit of pressure. It's kind of like if somebody took like their fingers and like pressed up against your face like this, or like maybe more of a suction feeling or whatever. After that, they take you over to a different machine, and this is the part I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the part where they put the thing in your eye that makes you see very well. Um, and after that, like he'll tell you like, oh yeah, you'll see like a little bit of air bubble, whatever, and then I'll have to get it off for you. But yeah, I believe that's the part that has the blade, but I felt none of it. None of it at all. I was very nervous. I was shaking. I'm pretty sure if I wasn't holding on to, because I had this little like squeeze ball. I asked the nurses to hold my hands actually, and they said no, which is like I get it. We're in a professional environment. I should not like be a little baby about it, but still I was scared. I was by myself. They gave me a little squeeze ball, and I'm pretty sure if I didn't have that little squeeze ball in my hand, like I probably would have started convulsing. Okay, that's how scared I was. Overall, like I feel like the process of signing up for LASIK is way longer than the actual procedure. I believe it was probably like 5 to 10 minutes each machine because you have to get both eyes done on the separate machines or whatever. And I think that was the most terrifying part, but you're in and out within like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not joking. Like when I saw people going in and then like immediately coming out after like a couple of minutes, I was like, that that don't look right to me, but it was right. Immediately after, my eyes were freshly open, and obviously like, oh, I forgot to tell y'all too, like with the second machine they would clamp your eyeballs open. Okay, they clamp them open because you cannot shut them. You cannot shut them. Do not blink, do not do nothing. But they make sure of that or whatever, because I think that is the part where the blade is in there, so they just like want to make sure that you're not blinking. By the time that you're done with the procedure, your numbing drops are either wearing off or have worn off. And so you kind of start to feel everything. Like my eyes were itching and burning so bad, but that's because, you know, it's an open sore or whatever, essentially. Um, but eyes heal pretty fast. I looked it up because I was wondering like how long it would actually take to heal, and it says that eyes actually pretty much like immediately heal up, but you're still feeling the remnants of like it healing over the course of a couple of days. As far as the healing process immediately after, your eyes are so irritated, bloodshot red, tearing up and stuff, which you guys saw the clip in like my other video. It was like literally the first clip after I said like, oh my gosh, guys, like I have something to tell you. Um, oh, I'm sorry, not the first clip. It was like the second clip or whatever, where I'm laying down in bed, pretty red, pretty irritated, and you have a little bit of like blood clots in your eye, which I think I still have actually. Like this one still has one. This one has completely cleared up. However, it's normal for that to happen simply because they can last between like a couple of days to weeks to clear up, just depending on how the incision was made or like how far they had to go with the incision. Just lost my train of thought. They immediately tell you like you need to be like laying down, like doing nothing afterwards. And I think that's very good advice, just because as soon as you're done, like it doesn't matter how much treatment drops you put in there, whatever, you need to rest your eyes, because that is, it's not really painful. It's just very, very uncomfortable. Like, it's kind of like if you sat under a pool in chlorine for 10 hours straight. Like, that's how bad your eyes feel. So you just kind of have to rest them. And then I think I took a nap and I like felt better like when I woke up, but then obviously it gets better and better and better each day. My drops, one of them I'm out of, just because you're only supposed to use them for up to like 5 days afterwards, because they run out by then anyway. But I could show you the other drops and stuff that I've used. So I typically would have 3 sets of drops and then soft gels, but I'm only showing you 2 because my other one I ran out of, as I was only supposed to use them for 5 to 7 days. But this is the gel eye. This is supposed to like help you have like lubricate your eye and everything like that. This is preservative tears. I think it essentially does the same thing, but it might be one is more concentrated and one is more just like eye drops. Just like I think it's similar to the Sustain eye drops, or like if you have normal dry eye instead of like Lasik dry eye. So I think these are just more concentrated than these. And you actually get 3 of these, like, because I think you're supposed to just continue to use them for like a month. And then this is Hydro Eye vitamins. Let's see if it'll focus. Yes, it focused. Hydro Eye vitamins. It's supposed to restore like the dry eyes from LASIK and everything. And then you also get a pair, or not a pair, a bottle of drops that is similar to an antibiotic for your eyes, just so you don't get like bacterial infections in your eye, and making sure that it heals properly without like all, you know, some extra stuff getting there. That one was the most irritating because it did burn. It burned every single time. Every single time I put it in there. But that's because it was fighting infections and stuff. So I do understand, but super annoying. Um Essential though. I'm trying to think of if there's anything that I'm missing. These, all of these I'm continuing to use, just because you're supposed to use them for up to a month, or until they're all gone, whichever one comes first. But they gave you 3 of these, so I think these are the ones that are pertinent for you to use for up to a month. And then these, I guess, until I run out. And there are 120 soft gels, and you're supposed to take 4 a day, so 2 times a day, 2 soft gels 2 times a day, with a meal. And yeah, I mean, my eyes are pretty much healed now, and I'm in love with my vision. So afterwards, my vision, I am 20/20 in my right eye and 20/15 in my left eye. So that's better than 20/20. I'm not complaining. Because essentially my vision could get better over time anyway, because your vision gets better the more it heals anyway. So it could just be that one progressed better than the other one, because they do an immediate follow-up. um, I did a follow-up appointment 2 days after my initial procedure, and my eyes were so healthy. Not only were they healthy, but they were healing really fast, and my vision was really good too. Because they were like surprised that I could read. Like, it was a very, very low line that was super tiny, and they were like, "Oh my God, you could see that?" And I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Well, you have 20/15 vision now." Imagine going from, I don't know what the something out of 20 was, but my vision was -6, y'all. Like, if somebody was standing 2 feet in front of me and said hello, I would not be able to tell you who it was. I would be like, "What's up, Obama?" Couldn't tell you. Now I can see when the aliens are coming. I didn't see any questions that was below on my other video, just because I know it was kind of just like posted yesterday, and I don't have a whole lot of traction yet. But if you guys have any questions below, I would love to answer them. And um, yeah, anyways, I mean, I guess that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified whenever I upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.